St. Patrick's Day is right around the corner. So I'm going to do corned beef. But the best corned beef you've ever had. This recipe goes way back. It's a recipe my mother used to make. She's been gone a long time now. Lost her way too young. But every St. Patrick's Day is special to me because it was her birthday. My mom was in show business. And I believe her love for that is what got me into the film business back in the 80s and 90s. But that's a whole other story. But since it's St. Patrick's Day, I wanted to make her corned beef recipe, share it with you, and have a great St. Patrick's Day as well. So let's get started. All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. And today we're doing my mom's famous corned beef. We're gonna take the corned beef out of the package, give it a real good rinse, get all that gunk off of it. Then we'll set it on some paper towels and dry it a little bit. Now you're gonna need the biggest container you have, pot you have, that will hold that corned beef. So I had to go to a pretty good size one. I've got 5 quarts of beef broth that I'm going to put into my pot. And then I'm going to put the corned beef and submerge it into that broth. Now I've got a couple of bay leaves, a tablespoon of allspice, and a tablespoon of peppercorns. Gonna throw that in there just for some extra flavor. Turn the flame on high, put our pot on the fire, and we're going to bring this to a boil. Now, once it gets to a boil, we'll put the lid on it and turn it down to simmer. Let that go for 3 hours. After 3 hours, check the temperature. You want to be at least 170. That means it's done and tender. So we'll take it out of the pot. I'm going to put it onto a rack and let it rest for a few minutes. And while that's resting, we're going to work on our glaze. So we're going to pour in about a 1/4 cup of dark molasses. And then we'll do the same with either a high-end quality rum or bourbon. If you don't drink it, you don't use it. We'll give that a quick mix. Next, we're going to add about a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. And we'll give that a mix as well. Don't worry, you don't have to get all the clumps out. It's just a quick glaze. So I've taken a knife and I cut the fat cap off. And now I'm just going to paint the entire corned beef, top and sides, with the glaze that we just made. I've got my oven broiler on high. So once we get it nice and painted, we're going to pop it into the broiler for about 60 seconds. And we're going to repeat this process 4 times. So we'll take it out, we'll paint it again, another 60 seconds, take it out, paint it again. We're going to do this 4 times. And then once it's done, we'll let it rest for a few more minutes before we cut it up. And while that's resting, if I could remind you to please like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell to stay up to date on newest recipes, and I appreciate y'all. So now it's resting. We're going to move over to our cutting board. And I'm going to cut this into nice thin slices, and always go against the grain for the most tender cut of meat. literally going through like butter. It's so tender. Now, once we have the entire corned beef cut up, we're gonna pick it up, put it onto our serving platter. And all that glaze that was on the cookie rack, don't throw that away, because we're going to use that now and pour a little bit more right on top of the corned beef. And there you have it. You've got the most delicious, different corned beef you've ever had. This will turn into your go-to corned beef, trust me. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.